Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Riverdale Raiders broadcast network for some boys varsity basketball action as the Riverdale Raiders take on the Dunbar Tigers. Live from the Raider Rock Gym on the campus of Riverdale High School, we are just moments away from your opening tip-off. The Dunbar Tigers will move from left to right across your computer screen, while the Raiders will move from right to left. Jaquez Dickerson leans in for the opening tip-off for your Raiders, and we are officially underway as Jacob Tracy wins the face-off for the Raiders, past to Dean Wilson, who slips in the paint from the far right corner, and the Raiders draw first blood underway in this contest. 7:48 left in your first. The Dunbar Tigers will be wearing their orange uniforms, black striped tigers across the chest, orange numbers on the back with a white outline, with orange shorts with a green stripe rolling down the sides. The Riverdale Raiders are wearing their home white uniforms, garnet red script Raiders across the chest, as well as garnet numbers on the back, white pants with the garnet and gold stripe rolling down the sides. Here come the Dunbar Tigers threatening in the attacking end as Michael Mastori comes rushing into the paint, and the whistle is going to be blown here. It's a foul going against Dunbar, and the Raiders are going to throw this one back in from the near side. It's Jaquez Dickerson who finds Jacob Tracy. Throws it up along the near side to Dean Wilson, who trades it back to Tracy. Three-pointer is successful, and the Raiders hop out to a 5-point lead to start this ball game. Michael Mastori leads the ball out to center, passes it off to the right point, and that shot is going to hit the iron and deflect out of play. Raiders are going to get the ball back, and once again it's Jacob Tracy bringing the ball into the offensive zone for Riverdale. Off to the left side finds Daniel Malivert. Now to the opposite end, it's Dean Wilson from the right corner. Tries to throw it back high up to Jacob Tracy, but it's an incomplete pass, and it rolls out of play around center court. Throwing the ball back in is going to be Ezekiel Rose. He's going to start it off to Michael Mastori, who's trying to shake off Malivert, his defenseman here. Throws it to the left corner. There's a jumper coming from Ezekiel Rose, and it's going to be unsuccessful. Here's Jacob Tracy leading the ball on the opposite end of the court. Throws it over to Malivert, to Wilson, and now off to the side. An attempt from Jaquez Dickerson is not going to work out. There's a layup from Dickerson, and 2 times is a charm. Raiders now make it a 7-point lead, 6:28 on the clock in your first quarter of play. Thank you for tuning in to the Riverdale Raiders broadcast network for tonight's boys varsity basketball action. Once again, this is Nick Rush giving you the play-by-play action to the contest in front of a very packed house at the Raider Rock Gym on the campus of Riverdale High School. An incomplete pass from the Tigers is going to turn over the ball once again to the Riverdale Raiders. Those turnovers can really kill a team in a game. They can kill momentum and destroy leads. And now here comes Lil Hardwick trying to slide this one over to Michael Mastori. Tips it back out to the right point. There's a jumper shot from Lil Hardwick, and it's going to tip back into the possession of the Raiders. Ball is free. It's going to be scooped up by Malivert. Malivert's going to send it back high up the... Well, that was a bang play. It was thrown back high up to the right point to Jacob Tracy, who sent it over to Dean Wilson, who got the 3-point play from the right corner, and a timeout is going to be called by Dunbar. That's their first of the first half. 5:30 left in your first, and the Raiders, they are taking control of this one. Your score is 10-0. We'll take our first media timeout right after a word from our sponsors right here on the Riverdale Raiders Broadcast Network. We resume boys varsity basketball action at the Raider Rock Gym at Riverdale High School. 10-0 is your score as the Riverdale Raiders lead over the Dunbar Tigers. 5:28 left in your first. Tigers bringing it to the offensive end of the court. It's Michael Mastori trying to control the ball from the left point. Correction. Yes, that is going to be Michael Mastori. Got a little switch up there on the players, but Mastori had his shot blocked and deflected out of play. As a result, Dunbar is going to throw this one back in from the near side of center court. There's Lil Hardwick trying to sneak in a layup off the left hand, and he's not going to convert on that one either. Jacob Tracy drops it off to Dean Wilson, who drops down another 3-point play from the right corner. The Riverdale Raiders are on fire, and you can hear this crowd. They are just absolutely going nuts early on in the ball game. It's picked off again. Leading it through center is Tracy. Throws it deep in the paint to Jaquez Dickerson, and he is going to get hit by a defenseman there, and he's going to get the foul, and a pair of free throws is going to follow once again for Jaquez Dickerson. He is a 6'6" senior. Let's see if he can advance the Raiders' 13-point advantage. He cannot do it on the first shot, as it's too short of a toss. His second shot, anyhow, is going to be right through. 14-0 Raiders. 4:40 to play and your first quarter. Bringing it to center court is going to be Ezekiel Rose. Rose drags the ball down to the left corner, throws it back high up to the left point for Lil Hardwick. Takes a shot. It's too forced on, and it's back out onto the hardwood floor. That ball is going to ricochet out of play. And it went off of a Dunbar player, so once more the Raiders are going to toss this one in. Correction. It looks like that went off of a Riverdale player. Pardon me for that one. We're off to a rough start here on the broadcast. But it's going to be the Tigers getting the ball back for the correction, and Lil Hardwick is going to try to start something up for Dunbar as they have yet to get on the board. He gives it across the court to number 3 as he stands at the right point. Gives it over to Michael Mastori, tosses it down low, and there's going to be a foul. Ball is going to be given over to Riverdale, over to Dean Wilson again, and he was just short barely of that three-pointer again, standing on the right side, down low on the corner. It's going to be stripped away by Lil Hardwick, who tries to go for the layup, and he is good. Finally, Dunbar gets on the board. It's now 14-2. Riverdale still has a very large lead to work with anyhow. Here's Tracy throwing it alongside to Wilson. Drops it low to Dickerson, sneaking in, and he makes it. The crowd is going nuts here at the Raider Rock Gym. Once again, a very packed house, and they're loving every minute of this action. Lil Hardwick is going to go for the jumper. It bobbles its way around the iron and back out onto the floor. Hardwick trying to go for the rebound. butting his way into Jaquez Dickerson, but the toss is going to go in. 2:45 to work with on the clock. Throws it down court to Deshaun Lane, and he's going to put up a three-pointer of his own on the right corner. That's where Dean Wilson has been for a majority of the first. It's another timeout coming from Dunbar. Their second of the first quarter. It's 19-4. Fans bringing the noise. Raiders basketball team enjoying what they see. And fans, if you would like to come out to any one of our Riverdale varsity basketball games in the future, tickets are $4. And we always have some great atmospheres here at Carl Engel Field as well. That's what I love most about them. These fans come out, they pack the bleachers, and they love what they see. It's especially a great crowd when you also realize that this game was not originally supposed to be at Riverdale. Looking at the schedule prior to this game, it looked like the Riverdale boys team was going to play at Dunbar, but I believe they rescheduled it to put the game here at the Raider Rock Gym. There's a foul going up here against Lil Hardwick, and he's going to get some free throws. Here's his first. No problem, puts it in. You're going to have a substitution of players come in. You're going to see Jacob Tracy and David Johnston come into the ball game after a little bit of a break on the bench. And Will Hardwick is attempting his second free throw shot. Can he convert? Yes, he can. It dribbled around a bit, but it sinks through down the middle. 19-6 is your score. Raiders on top. They've been dominating this entire first quarter. And now you're going to see David Johnston take a foul as he was trying to put in a close sinker. That's going to be another pair of free throws here going for David Johnston. Johnston very tall at 6'5". His first shot is way short. Didn't even make the net there. He's receiving some encouragement from his teammates. And he releases the second shot. It was a challenge, but it makes its way in. 20-6. Raiders on top. Sneaking through is Tajay Robinson. Robinson throws it low. The number 12, and he is going to dribble it in. Some more free throws coming in, this time for number 12 for Dunbar. And he's going to make a correction. That's only one free throw for number 12. It was not on my roster sheet for this evening's ball game. 2 minutes down on the clock. Dante Quintella trades it to Tracy, throwing it inside, and he is going to sink it down. That was David Johnson being credited with the bucket. And here's a jumper shot coming in off to the right side from Tajay Robinson. Dante Quintella races down the opposite end from the left side. Tried to make the pass in to Deshaun Plain, but the ball is going to be tipped out of play. The Tigers are going to throw this one back in from behind their net, so from the looks of it, that went off of a Raider player. Number 22 is going to be given the ball as he throws it back into play to Tajay Robinson, who swiftly dashes down the middle, throws it across the court to number 22. Looking in for a receiver. It's going to be tipped away by Jacob Tracy, and he tripped on his way to the paint. He gives it back over to Jacob Tracy inside the paint, and there's that layup. A little bit of insurance coming in there from Daniel Malivert. Right now, Dunbar looks like they can catch a break here on the offense. Bringing the ball into the zone is number 15. He's going to be fouled on the play. It's going to be thrown back in from behind the net once again. Tigers have it in their offensive end. throwing it off to the left corner. Number 15, he bobbles the ball while trying to pass over to 12. Number 12 is going to give it over to number 22. His shot is going to be too forced upon. And Dante Quintella stole away the ball off to the near side there, but there was a whistle. That's another foul going against Riverdale. Dunbar throwing it back in, and this is a nice jumper coming across the three-point line. That's a two-point bucket coming in as Dante Quintella jogs up the middle, yanks it down the remainder of the court to Daniel Malivert, throws it up in the air, and it deflects off of the backboards. No good. Now there's 30 seconds to work with for Dunbar on the offense as they do whatever they can to decrease this lead. There's a three-pointer moving in for Tajay Robinson off to the right point. Jacob Tracy moving it down. 17 seconds. Raiders with a 10-point advantage, 24-14. Tracy moves back towards center court, rushing his way in deeper into the zone. His shot is too thin. It's going to be rebounded by Dean Wilson, who puts up the 2 points. And here's a last-second shot down court from the Tigers. 26-14. The Raiders lead at the end of your first quarter of play. We'll take a quick break and resume basketball action in your second quarter, which is coming up right after this. We head into your second quarter of play on the Riverdale Raiders broadcast network, where we resume boys basketball action between the Riverdale Raiders and the Dunbar Tigers. Riverdale on top 26-14, and that's going to be Lil Hardwick decreasing the damage for Dunbar as he puts in the layup off to the left side. Jacob Tracy is going to dribble the ball down to the right point, goes for the jumper, and it's too forced on. It deflected off of the iron. Rebound coming in from David Johnston, and he can't convert there either. Here's Lil Hardwick spinning around, trying to make a fake pass to Tajay Robinson. Down low on the left point. It's going to be Ezekiel Rose receiving the pass. He gets knocked down as he makes the toss. And there's your stoppage. 7:15 left in your second quarter. We are just underway. The Riverdale Raiders will be moving from right to left across your computer screen. The Dunbar Tigers from left to right. Here's the first free throw shot coming for Ezekiel Rose. And the ball game. Opening shot is going to deflect off of the backboards, and it does not go in. Fans trying to put some anxiety into Rose as he takes the second shot, and it rolls off of the right side. Ezekiel Rose is unsuccessful off of both free throw shots. Jacob Tracy throws it over to Jaquez Dickerson. Cross feed over to Dean Wilson. Throwing it deeper into the zone to David Johnston. You have the coach for Riverdale, Damon Jones. He's a little upset as he cries for a timeout, trying to get the officials to hear him. And right now it looks like the Raiders are getting a little ahead of themselves right now. They're just having a hard time taking shots. And Coach Jones wanted to reassess that. Coach Damon Jones, as always, is the head coach of your Riverdale Raiders. Damon Jones as the head coach of Riverdale. He is 10-16-0 in his career with the Raiders. The head coach of the Dunbar Tigers is Andre McGill. He has been coaching the varsity basketball program for Dunbar ever since 2005. He has an overall win-loss record of 97 wins, 59 losses, and 1 tie throughout his coaching career with Dunbar. Tigers bringing it out of their zone. Trying to throw it off to the right side, finds Hardwick all the way to the opposite end. Ball is bobbling around and it's picked off by Jaquez Dickerson, who sends it over to Tracy. Tracy jumps in the air, makes the shot, and it is in. 28-16, Raiders on top of Dunbar. 6:23 in your first half to go. Off to the right corner, it's Lil Hardwick. Cross feed, jumper coming in from Michael Mastari, and he's not going to put it through. Here's Jacob Tracy, looking around, throws outside to Dane Wilson on the left corner, sneaking his way into the paint. Layup is too far out. Tigers now building up some courage on the offense. Ezekiel Rose has control. Throws it to the near side to Lil Hardwick. Opposite end. Now down the middle, it's a barrage of passes coming from Dunbar right now, and it's finally going to be taken away by Riverdale. Jacob Tracy has the ball right now. He gets a lot of great play time out there. We saw him make plenty of baskets throughout the previous broadcast. And here he is playing again with another great game. Dean Wilson throwing it in right off the draw to Jaquez Dickerson as he tossed it in from back behind the net. We get back to action here. Jacob Tracy carrying the ball. And now he is going to get hit. There's the foul going against Riverdale. And Jacob Tracy is going to pick up the foul. He's going to get 2 free throws for himself. And he puts it through the net, no problem. His second shot is going to be good, and he goes 2 for 2. Now 30-16, Raiders are in the lead. So Dunbar, they're just struggling to pick up points. They're having a hard time keeping up with this red-hot Raider defense. They know how to alternate very well between offense and defense. That can be a real challenge for a team. Here's Tajay Robinson leading it around the key from right to left, sends it off to Lawrence Lockley, who tries rushing it in towards the net. Shot off the backboard. It's loose. It's stolen away by Dunbar. Three-pointer shot from the right corner is sent through by Tajay Robinson. And now here is Jacob Tracy, trying to find a receiver open. Raider players are scrambling all around. Dean Wilson fighting past the defenseman as he tosses it over to Jaquez Dickerson. And there's the whistle after a shot. So there was a foul on the play, but let's see what's going to happen as a result of this. Officials are bringing the ball down the remainder of the court. And this is going to be some free throws coming in for Lil Hardwick. Hardwick tosses the ball in the air, and it's going to be taken away here by Dean Wilson. Feeds it over to Jacob Tracy as he tries to search out a receiver. Sending it over to Dean Wilson. Holds on to the ball as he patiently awaits a man out and proceeds dribbling off to the left point. Giving it over to Jacob Tracy, trying to race past his man number 22. Three-point shot is nothing but net. And Tracy is feeling the magic. 33-19. Raiders dominating this, but not before another 2 points is put on the board from Tajay Robinson. Jacob Tracy. I've been saying his name plenty of times, but that just shows you how big of a figure he is with the Riverdale team. Ball goes out on Dean Wilson as he was dueling for the ball up along the far side, right in front of the Dunbar benches. And that's going to turn over the ball, an advantage of the Tigers. So Dunbar racing around the key, and Tajay Robinson is going to, well, he was carrying the ball, and then all of a sudden there was an offensive foul going there against the Tigers. Tracy is going to regroup again with the Raider offense. Tries to go for a three-pointer out of nowhere off to the right side. It's going to be tipped and deflected by Ezekiel Rose. Leaps up in the air. He tumbles out of play. His layup is no good. Both coaches of the teams, they're infuriated with this whole situation. Damon Jones upset with the Raider defense on that play. You have the Dunbar coach as well, trying to shape up his team. Coming up to the free throw line is Ezekiel Rose, and this chips off of the net. So that one just came up too short for Ezekiel Rose. He could not make things happen. But on the second throw, he nets it right through. Raiders up by 10. 2:49 left in your first half. It's been a very fast-paced opening first half of play. Raiders moving from right to left in the second quarter across your computer screen. Dunbar from left to right. And that's going to be netted in by Deshaun Lane. Tajay Robinson across the center court line. Finds a man right open to his right side. It's Lil Hardwick. Jumps for it. Shots is sent spiraling across the court. And to the other end is Jacob Tracy, trying to wedge his way in between multiple Dunbar defensemen, and he picks up the foul. A little bit of confusion right now for the Raiders as you have some substitutions coming in. Deshaun Lane is going to head to the benches, and off of the toss, back in from the Raiders, ball goes out of play. Up against the far side in front of the Tiger benches. With the ball is Ezekiel Rose. Excuse me, that's Tajay Robinson. Right end. Throwing it right down the middle to Ezekiel Rose, and a bad shot sends the ball all the way down to the opposite end. Here is Tracy as he loses his balance and he goes spiraling out of play. 1 minute, 50 seconds on the clock. 35-22 is your score. Raiders have not given up the lead once in this ball game. Jacob Tracy is going to head to the benches here, and we're going to have a quick stoppage in the game as the officials are going to bring out a towel. They had to wipe down an area of the court right in front of the Raiders shooting net, and on that Raiders shooting net is Jaquez Dickerson, who nails the jumper. High up is Tajay Robinson. Sends it to the right point to Lil Hardwick. It's funny because Lil Hardwick is actually not so little after all. Contrary to what his name may say, that is his nickname, of course, Lil Hardwick. Bad shot. Gives away the ball to the Raiders. Here's Dante Quintella. Using some strategy here. Throwing it outside to Wilson. Oh, huge crossover there. He takes an air ball shot. It's going to be retrieved by Riverdale anyhow. Wilson coming in for the rebound. He gets the 2 points plus the foul. A lot of excitement here for Dean Wilson coming in. He couldn't make the first shot from the left corner, but he's able to move down the middle and take the shot. He can't make the three-point play. Raiders regain control of the ball. There's a three-point attempt coming from Dante Quintella. That's going to be another error ball, and the third shot is going to go out of bounds. And there's going to be some more free throws coming in, this time for Jaquez Dickerson. First shot is put through. He's going to have a pair of free shots coming up. The whistle blows after his second shot, which does go through here. That's going to count. So 41-22 Raiders now lead. They're looking like a very sharp ball club. Both of these teams have came in doing very well. Raiders coming into the action 2-1 on the regular season. Dunbar comes in 2-0. Short distance shot is going to be put in from number 12 as Quintella retrieves the ball from back behind the net. Now bringing it through the paint, crossover, and his layup is good. 25 seconds and rolling on your clock. Tajay Robinson laterals the ball over to Michael Mastari, who patiently waits for a man open. Down low to Will Hardwick, right side, trying to wedge his way deeper in the attacking end, and it's going to be stripped away again by the Raiders. Dante Quintella has it, 5 seconds left. Quintella trying to make 1 second rush. The shot goes wide. 43-24 is your score as we head into halftime. The Raiders have been dominant. They haven't given up the lead once. They started off the first half with a 10-0 lead, and they're trying to build off of that. So we're going to have a quick 10-minute intermission. We'll come back with more Riverdale basketball with your second half of play right after this break. We are back for some more boys varsity basketball action at the Raider Rock Gym on the campus of Riverdale High School. Very exciting game it has been thus far between the Riverdale Raiders and the Dunbar Tigers. 43-24 is your score as the Raiders are on top. It looks like the Raiders are going to be throwing this ball back in to start your second half of play. 43-24 once again is your score as the Raiders get back to action off of a very energetic first half of play. They started the first quarter on a blast. 10-0 is the score they started with, and they've kept building off of that momentum. So let's see if they can keep things going here in your second half of play and hopefully bring home another win. Raiders 2-1 on the season thus far. They played their opening week last week. Dunbar is 2-0 on the season. We await the opening toss-in, which is going to come from Dean Wilson of the Riverdale Raiders from center court. Off to the near side. And here we go. He throws it back in, and we're ready to go for your third quarter of play. It's going to be jabbed through by Jacob Tracy. His shot is going to ricochet right of the net. Here comes Dunbar to the opposite end of the court. Sneaking his way through is Ezekiel Rose. Ball goes loose, and the Raiders are going to recover. It's Jacob Tracy again, fighting off two defensemen. Layup. Once again, coming from Jaquez Dickerson right through and in. We've seen Jaquez Dickerson all night long come up with those nice layups. And it does make a difference because Dickerson can really make his way in between defensemen, and he knows how to get open. Here's Tracy again. Scanning through his available options, finds Dean Wilson, right corner, and he puts it through. 48-24, 1 minute into your third quarter of play. Coming through right now for Dunbar is Tajay Robinson. The give and go to Michael Mustary. Mustary ties it back over to Robinson. moving in deeper, and the ball is going to be stripped loose of his hands by Dean Wilson. Deep into Dickerson, and there he is with another nice shot. Right through, and Ezekiel Rose is zigging and zagging through Riverdale defensemen. Sneaking his way through the right corner, and the ball is going to slip loose and out of play. 50-24 is now your score. Raiders in the lead. Dunbar has not been in the lead once in this contest. If they want to make things right and start a rally, then now is the time. Tracy with a dunk. You have got to be serious right now. Whoa! Unbelievable. Is this real life right now? This whole crowd just went nuts off of a filthy dunk coming from Jacob Tracy. He had two Tiger defensemen around him, and all of a sudden he just puts those arms up and puts in a perfect dunk plus the foul. Can he make the three-point play? The shot is up, and it's in. Whoa! That is probably going to be one of your plays of the night. Jacob Tracy with an impressive dunk. And that's sent Riverdale High School into a frenzy with this nice crowd, and now there's a foul going against Dunbar. Oh, I still can't get over that filthy dunk. It was absolutely unbelievable. Here's Tracy now, slipping the ball in between the wickets of a defenseman. Three-point shot from Dean Wilson is going to spill loose. Jaquez Dickerson now down low. Right side, pass up to the key, is picked off by Ezekiel Rose. Throws it low. Back high up to Ezekiel Rose again. Finds number 12, spinning around. Ball is loose, and it's scooped away by Jaquez Dickerson. The Tracy layup is overforced. And the whistle with 5:20 remaining in your third. So from the looks of it, Jacob Tracy is going to be heading up to the line to take some shots here. He dribbles the ball carefully. Makes the toss. Takes a few moments, but it goes in. Raiders now up by 30 points. That just shows you what kind of a game they've been having. Oh, what a night it's been. I'm sure it's going to be a huge day tomorrow afternoon, 12 p.m. The Raiders are going to be playing against the Mariner Tritons for the in-school basketball game here at RHS. Admission to that game is 3 cans of food, and fans are going to take advantage of that game. I am sure of it. Students, they get to watch some basketball during school hours to end the day. And what's better than that? Tigers dribbling the ball across the free throw line, and it is nothing but net for Tajay Robinson. Dante Quintella spins past Robinson, finds himself out on the left point, throws it, stripped loose, regained by Jaquez Dickerson, spin shot, and he scores. Here's Robinson, leading the ball through. He loses control. It's going to be recovered by Lil Hardwick as he makes his way around the key. Trades it over to Robinson. To Hardwick again. Hardwick stops, shoots, and misses as the ball goes out of bounds. All right, so it's tossed in by Jaquez Dickerson as he puts the give and go over to Quintella, sneaking his way through the paint from the right side, goes for the layup, and that's going to be stolen. To the other end is Lil Hardwick, tried to make a pass, it's incomplete, and 2.
that one. What I was trying to say was it went out of play. It is just absolutely unbelievable, the high school basketball environment we have here tonight at Raider Rock Gym. I'm sure you can hear it in the background of the audio as well. Lil Hardwick sends it up to the right point for number 22. Takes his shot. A Raider defenseman gets a hand on it. His second shot's taken. They can't make that one either. And now there's a foul. We'll look for the ruling in this game. Jared Tracy is going to make his way into the game as he is being substituted by Dickerson. Here's Quintella as the Raiders have regained control. He patiently awaits a man. Crosses over his defenseman, Michael Mastari. Scoots his way further down to the left corner. Back high up to Dean Wilson. Left side, Quintella moving backwards towards center court. Trying to smoothly make his way in. 3-point shot. It is unsuccessful. That attempt came in from Jamel Chang. And it's overturned for the Tigers, as taking it out right now is Michael Mastari. Mastari gives it to Lil Hardwick, and he is going to find the basket off of the right hand. 57-28 is your score. Raiders on the top once again with 2:48 left in quarter number 3. Thanks for listening in to this Raider basketball broadcast. And your third quarter of play, the Raiders are moving from left to right across your computer screen. Tigers from right to left. Here's Dunbar right now in the offensive zone. Lil Hardwick can't find anyone open. He's going to try to take matters into his own hands. And Dean Wilson is going to take the hit there, jumping in the way of Hardwick. It's taking him a few seconds to get back up on his feet there. And there is going to be a foul going against Riverdale there. Foul against Dean Wilson, jumping in the way of that shot. And it's Hardwick coming up for his pair of shots. He receives the ball from the official. Takes his dribbles and releases. And he puts it right down the middle. Raiders now have a 30-point lead with that successful basket coming in from Hardwick. Can Hardwick make the second? The answer to that is yes. He looked very calm there on the free throw line. And now it goes down up on the near side of the Riverdale offensive end. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be tossed back in by Deshaun Lane up against the near side. 2:17 frozen on your clock. Deshaun values his options, finds Jaquez Dickerson, fumbles the ball, but that's going to go out of bounds once again. Lane is going to throw it back into the action once again, this time from back behind the net. Finds the left point, Jamel Chang, pass is picked off by Hardwick, and he is going to put it in through the right hand. Raiders have a very nice lead in their hands here, but they can't blow the remainder of this game off. They need to keep doing whatever they can to add to their lead. 59-32, Raiders in the lead. Substitution coming in here. Jamel Chang is going to take a seat while Miguel Vieira is going to make his way in from the bench. It's Deshaun Lane once more throwing it in, this time from the near sidelines. Finds Quintella, makes his way straight in, tries to make a nice looking shot there. It's too low, but the rebound is going to be put in, which I believe came from Quintella. Right side, Dunbar has possession of the ball. Three-pointer coming from Hardwick, and he's not going to cover it there. You've heard Hardwick's name a lot. He's been a very active player for Dunbar. He's had plenty of chances to put in the ball, and he's definitely a man that the Raiders defense should cover up whenever they can. It's open for number 22, and he's going to swish in the basket. Quintella dribbles it across the court. Sends it right side to Deshaun Lane. Lane stops at the free throw line. Cross feed to Dickerson, who tried to send it up in the air, and it goes off of the basket. Free throws on the way for Jaquez Dickerson. We await for a substitution to be made for Dunbar as number 12 is making his entry into the game. 1:08 left in your third, 61-37. Raiders on top. Jaquez nails shot number 1. Dickerson makes the throw, and it wobbles out and into the hands of Hardwick. Hardwick passes at the free throw line, right side. Long distance shot is going to be back into the hands of the Raiders. Now less than a minute to work with here in your third quarter. Deshaun Lane throws it deeper into Dickerson. Dickerson wrestling his way past the defenseman, number 17. Tries to put it in, can't do it the first time. Rebounds for the second time, and it's a charm. Fans keeping the noise all night long, and you can bet they like what they see. Here's number 22 trying to go for the three-point shot from the right corner, and he's going to receive a shove. Some extra shots are going to come on the way here for number 12, or number 22 that is, as he patiently awaits. Now they're going to sort men around, and now it's going to be Jaquez Dickerson stepping up for the line for Riverdale. At first it was number 22 for the Tigers. That led to some confusion for me. And he has no problem making it on his first shot. Dickerson sinks it on his second shot. 29 seconds in your third. 66-37. Raiders keeping up the action. Carrying the ball is Hardwick, gives it over to number 15, who sends it flying in the air and ricocheting off the backboards. Number 12, and he's going to put it through on try number 2. There's a nice fake pass coming for Jamel Chang, and he's going to lose the ball again. Number 22, last second shot from half court, and it's no good. At the end of your third quarter, your score is the Raiders on top, 66-39. Your fourth and final quarter is on the way right after another break on the Riverdale Raiders Broadcast Network. Quarter number 4 is here at the Raider Rock Gym on the campus of Riverdale High School. Boys varsity basketball continues as the Riverdale Raiders lead over the Dunbar Tigers 66